And Mad Army Vet here on this beautiful Sunday evening. Just chilling, relaxing, having a good time. About to smoke some pipe. Um, yeah, I had a meetup with Sapper Smokes today, and that went real well. We have it's like we've been friends the whole time, like forever. It was that good of a meetup, so I enjoyed it. And I'm looking forward to spending time hanging out with them and smoking pipes and doing shows with them, doing collabs. But unpacking my bag from this afternoon or this morning. So he gave me some EMP. Had it for the first time today. Freaking amazing. I love this stuff. But yeah, just having a good old Sunday today. Went to the pool, did some swimming, did a short there. No Francisco. His it's not Zach's pool. It's my pool at my house. It's a HOA pool. So if you don't know what an HOA is, it's a homeowners association. They suck, but this one's all right. So got most of my backpack unpacked. Hey, I got one viewer in the house. Let's see. Are you going to comment and say who you are? Let's see. I would like to welcome this viewer by name. No, I guess they don't want to be welcomed by name. Gonna load up my corn cob with some Hearth and Home caramel apple pie. You heard me right, folks. Caramel apple pie. Pretty damn good. So I hope everyone's having a good Sunday. Hope their weekend went well. Their piping went well. Uh, yeah, I had a good Sunday. I really enjoyed it. Now I got two viewers in the house. Welcome. It's great to see that I have people watching. As you can tell today, I am wearing my grunt style shirt that says "Warning: May tell war stories." Maybe I'll tell one tonight. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So, somebody left. Oh well. Your chat is broken. Oh, my chat broke, man? Okay. Smoking Captain Black Gold and my my Mitchell Thomas. Nice. I knew what you meant. How are you doing this wonderful Sunday evening? Sure it is. I'm smoking in my Missouri Meerschaum. I believe this is the General. New corn cob. Some Hearth and Home caramel apple pie. Yeah, we missed you this morning. Zach and I did a live stream together on his channel at Cigars International. So wait, did you watch it? So, I got a new piece of furniture today. You still here? Or did you fall off? Looks like you're still here. It says I got 0 people watching, so. But I got this beautiful thing today, courtesy of Guilty Pleasures Piper. Go check him out on YouTube. That's Guilty Pleasures Piper. Tell him Matt Army Vet sent you, or Brian. Yeah. Why YouTube? What do you mean? Yes, that is correct. He is one of the guys in the San Antonio Pipers Club that I met, and him and his wife have a 1-bedroom apartment, and this was on a table, and it was taking up too much space, and he needed to get rid of it. So I said, I'm interested, and he said, it's yours. So that was what I will be putting all my pipes and tobacco in. So yeah, it's a gorgeous piece. Yes, he is. he has taught me a lot about piping and a lot about restoring estate pipes. Got a joke for you. Knock it off. Our four-legged friend thinks he's big again. Waving to the neighbors. So, you know how my custom built is my favorite pipe. Yeah, it's dirty now and it needs it cleaning. So once he gets it, he got a buffer in and everything. So once he gets everything set up, he said for me to come on over to his house and we'll fully restore that pipe and get a nice shine on it. I'm looking forward to that. I know. He's not giving it up. See, when I took care of it, I just got it smokable. I didn't get it pretty. I just said, hey, I want to get it smokable so I can smoke it and enjoy it. And that's what I did. Now I want to get it nice and shiny. But yeah, Zach and I met up today, Sapper Piper, and we did a live stream on his channel at Cigars International. Go over to his channel and check it out. It was a fun little hour-long live stream. And as of right now, let me look and see if it's changed. I am currently sitting at 41 subscribers. So thank you to everyone who subscribed the last couple of days. It really makes me feel good about what I'm doing here and getting that following going. So I got my Missouri Meerschaum, like I said, the General, and I've got a Heath and Home, or Hearth and Home, Heath, close enough, caramel apple pie in it. And then I have to say it's smokes a little hot, but it's good. Yeah, I thought about dibble dabbling in that. I know I'm gonna make pipe stands though. Out of what? I don't know. We'll see where my creativity leads to. Would live, live again too. Yeah, I buy my the caramel apple and then the 10 to midnight in bulk. I have Sunset Rum by I want to say it's Sutliff. Where's the bag? Oh. Can't find Dr. Pad. Alright. Very good. Caramel apple. My 10 to midnight. That is my very cherry. Oh, is this it? Yeah, Sutliff's Sunset Rum. And then Sutliff's Rum and Maple. I really like the Rum and Maple. It's very buttery and mapley. Like wit butter. That stuff they serve at like Waffle House and IHOP. Yeah, but tonight's a beautiful, beautiful night or evening, whatever you want to call it. If I get a chance, I will. This is like my only real free time. That's good. This caramel apple pie. Really don't get an apple taste at all, but I get that apple pie taste, like the goop stuff, and then a slight caramel taste. But the longer I puff on it, the better it gets. But I gotta just do it slowly, because this will give you tongue bite. What do you mean we missed old Tex? Oh, in the live chat. Yeah, I was still hoping that you would have jumped on. I'm always used to seeing you in the chats. I'd say the only downside to this is that it's got tongue bite on it, and I'm not liking that right now. Sorry about that. My internet glitched a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna set this aside for now and smoke something else because it's getting a little bitey. Little bitey bite. Here it is. How much of it do I have left? Not even a full bowl's worth. It'll wait. I think we're gonna do some Cascadia Campsite. I get a warm, grassy, like you're in a grass field and it's a warm day. And they just cut the grass. That's what I get the smell. This stuff I gotta tear up, so. Pongo! Hold on, guys. Come here. Get over here. No. Behave. Behave. Sorry about that. Knock it off. Calm down. Calm down. Pongo. Crazy dog. Where'd I set it? Oh, here it is. Just a little plug. Pain in the ass to tear. I think I'm going to go the easy route with my razor blade. If I can find it. Here it is. An old trusty razor blade for tobacco. Keep having somebody pop in and out. So. Wondering where the rest of the gang is. I know across the pond they're all asleep. No, I keep getting it like a number 2 pops up, like 2 people are in here, and then it disappears. So somebody else is coming on and probably having the same issue. Heck, it buffered on my end, and I didn't. During on the StreamYard's end, I was like, "What the heck?" Never had that during a live. Well, yeah. No, you're woke. You're far from that. Welcome, whoever just joined. Great to have you. Man, the sun's going down, the temperature's dropping. I'm enjoying it. Wow, it's hot. Am I on the big screen? Big screen? Hey, it's Flat Cap. Hi, Flat Cap. Hope you're all doing well. Thanks for swinging by. Appreciate it. Yes, sir. That's what I try to do. I got to start shooting some content. So that's got to start happening here soon. Got to get something up besides lives and shorts. But I'm doing the shorts so I can, at 500 subscribers, start that chat monetization stuff. That way we can grow with my content. Thank you, Flat Cat Piper, for sending people my way. If I haven't told you that already, and thank you for subscribing. Ah. Well, I appreciate that, Flat Cap. Everything I try to do is to grow this channel so everybody can have a cool hangout place and chill. I am working on some Cascadia campsite right now. I'm getting it all broken up, breaking it up by hand. I'm gonna do it in my favorite pipe, my custom built. Now, where did I set? There's the tin. Yeah, but it's at that small point now where I can rip it and get even smaller pieces. Yeah, I was a ground pounder. I was Army, but I was a truck driver. So I got blown up all the time. Yay! As long as you're on a boat or a sub, I heard you guys get the best chow because you're always out to sea. So they got to keep chow good to keep morale up. Air Force has got good chow too. When I was on my second deployment to Iraq, I was in Tikrit or at Camp Spiker, and we'd drive over to the south end of the base because that's where the Air Force was, and they had the best food on the whole camp. M80. Good old Vietnam. Those guys got a shitty welcome home. I feel bad for them. Hey, it's Francisco. What are you doing up? Isn't it like 3 o'clock in the morning there? Yeah, it's the MLS number, identification. 88 Mike is truck driver. You can't sleep. All right. I think I got it broken up enough. Oh, yeah, he was fine today. Unlike you, you're always misbehaving. Cool. Yeah, you seem to be real excited about it. Yeah, that's fine. Nothing, no hard feelings. Your ginger haired nephew. Oh, yeah. That's why I use my logo. Until I actually make one. One of the guys at the Pipe Club did that for me. No, you don't, Francisco. Just the San Antonio Pipe Club. Yeah, I won't. Cascadia campsite. See if it gives a description about it. Nope. Poncho? You mean yeah, that's what you call him. Pongo's fine. He was barking at somebody earlier. Having a hell of a time keeping it lit. Probably because my airflow sucks right now for some reason. Yeah. Getting a sweet taste out of this. Sweet, grassy taste. Like hay. Very good. Very pleasant. I wouldn't call him majestic. Normal individual, chill to hang around, good conversation. Like a pony. Yeah, I guess so. You'd be that one that you keep out in the yard because it does crazy shit. Then it comes over and has a nice conversation with you and then goes off and does its own thing. You don't take that one to the glue factory. What do you mean things weren't light? Knock it off. Woo! See you around. I forgot that show came out. I gotta start watching it. Yeah, I should. Freaking wind. Knock it off. Put the silhouette of Pongo on there with the caption underneath it. Knock it off. Yeah, I hear you. Why don't you smoke like a blended with Virginia? Description on it is a mixture of golden mature Virginia tobaccos from the traditional tobacco districts in the eastern USA. Tobacco is pressed into cakes and matured during storage before it's processed into cut cakes. The blend has the natural sweet flavors of freshness of the finest Virginia tobaccos. The aroma is fresh citrus and orange notes. The cut is flake. Don't be a bottom. Pongo. Dog. Well, you got short man syndrome, Francisco? Ah, my boys in the house. I have to go into. Because I'm off of StreamYards right now. I got to get on my phone. Go there. Go there. Go back. Go there. Go there. Go there. Go there. Mad Army back there. No. Just chilling out in my garage this Friday evening. Your channel? There it is. Turn my volume down. Sapper Smokes. Add as moderator. How was dinner with the folks? Chicken fajitas. Now you can put Francisco on timeout when he gets out of hand. Still currently sitting at 41 subscribers today. He's got all the power. He's a managing or what moderator. So he has that and the stuff for the standard one. He does. He gives me the most shout outs. Zach, you like what I picked up today? It's that roll top desk I think I was telling you about. I can't remember if I was or not. It was just the top half. He didn't have the bottom half. But I play with wood, so I'm sure I can make one. You play with wood too, giggity. Smoking a black Cavendish and Turkish blend American Virginia Burley. That sounds good. Oh. Zach, don't trip. They don't have him on the very good meds yet. He can't taste colors yet. It tastes like sweet tea or like a gold leaf kind of pulpy. Is that what you're trying to say? Oh, okay. Nice. Sorry, I got distracted. I think so. No. Okay, I'll give you pets. He wants me to pet him. Well, order off mail order websites then. Then you don't have to have that BS. Welcome to my newest viewers who just signed on. Welcome to Mad Army Vet. Just having a chill conversation today. Just enjoying the Sunday evening. Puffing on my Missouri Meerschaum, the General, with Hearth and Home caramel apple pie. It's tasting good now. Let it cool down a little bit. Yeah, my buddy Nate got me onto it. He bought some and then let me smell it, and I was like, oh, yeah. Yeah, that rum maple is legit. Thank you, Francisco. I like my cob too. Slop on my knob, like corn on the cob. That's what that reminds me of. Yeah, it's Sutliff. Rum and maple. So my wife got me this nifty holder for my Stanley Cup. The freaking thing rocks. Makes it so much easier to take it with me so I can stay hydrated. I think 3 of those Stanleys equals like 1 gallon of water or something. And I usually drink about 4 or 5 a day. No, Not in the Army. Hey, it's my buddy Sean St. George from my other channel, Out of Service, one of my panelists. How you doing today, Sean? Yeah, Sean's a real nice guy. Oh, they make him big. Sean can attest to that. He's got a big head. They made a. They didn't have to make you a custom helmet. Why is it 80 degrees indoors? Your air conditioning break? Oh. I know it's Alaska, bro, but global warming. Yeah, mine. Went the first inkling of heat. I got my AC set to 63, but I've got solar panels, so that helps balance out the budget, especially if it's a dry summer. And then we get all that solar and no clouds. We get all that solar energy. Yeah, my electric bill goes down. All right, take the dog out. See you in a little bit. What cigar are you gonna smoke? That's the question. No, 80. Savinelli. What is it? 316 or 361 with the camo stem. And it, but what I'm going to get before that is probably a Bones Bulldog. Yeah, where the stem is camo. Pongo! Knock it off. Pongo! Knock it off. Hey, every time I say knock it off, you all got to take a shot of whiskey or your favorite liquor. Francisco, you got to take 4 shots now. It'd make a fun drinking game, that's for sure. Hope everyone's having a good Sunday evening. I know I am. I really like my custom built. I got one of those rubber tips on the end. Makes clenching a lot easier. Still getting used to it. It was a good video. We had very good interaction like we're having tonight. You want what? Custom built? I got lucky and scored this. Oh, the rubber tips to help clinch. I just didn't want to ruin. I was afraid I was going to ruin the stem with chatter. When I get famous like Zach, what are my plans? Well, hopefully, I'll hit 500 subscribers. Hopefully, I'll have another thing unlocked so I can, when I do lives, I can have super chats. With that money, I will then use it to buy products and review on them. I'll buy whiskeys and I'll review whiskeys. If you got out of the country whiskey, you can send it to me. What's your suggestion for a video? Texas, what's the suggestion? Texas writing. Welcome back, Sean. Good to have you. Are you trying to send a link? No, I have not been to Syria. Thank you, God. Just Iraq and Afghanistan. Oh. Yes, they are. That's why we got to take it in ourselves not to become one of them. I think as a society, we try to find the easy way out, and the easy way tends to be the lazy way. Exactly. Ooh, that sounds like a nice one. The peoples want you to bark so I can say that word again. Are you going to do it? He just sighed. He ran out there to look to see if there's anyone to bark at, and there wasn't. He said no. He doesn't know you. He's heard of you. You have a spiritual connection. That's great. Yeah, unfortunately. All the wars. Knock it off, Pongo. 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 Knock it off. Yeah, if you ever bring that, Nathan, I'd like to try that a little bit. It could just remind me of the Middle East in general. Yeah. That's right, Sean. I don't have a MacB blend. I haven't tried MacB yet. Reason why we want to remember those shitholes is so we don't get the wild idea to go back to those shitholes. Because then you're like, oh, yeah, this is why I don't like coming here. Example, a porta potty in the middle of summer. Oh. That actually does sound real good. Pongo, knock it off. Pongo, knock it off. Hey, Pongo, come here. Hey. No. No. Be a good boy. Try being in a porta potty in the middle of winter in Afghanistan where they can't vacuum it out because it's all frozen. Got the t-shirt? Whenever I drive by a sewage treatment center, triggers me, boom, back to the Middle East. I'm like, oh, that smells like Iraq, or, oh, that smells like Afghanistan. Ugh. Yeah, but he's joining the Spanish army, and they don't do shit. They don't start wars with nobody. If the Spanish do anything in the Middle East, I'll be surprised, to tell you the truth. Your trailer park got attacked by trailer park girls that go round the outside, round the outside. Two trailer park girls go round the outside, round the outside. I helped a lady without touching her because she got soaked with 45. Yeah, you only do stuff when it's NATO required or UN required. She was bleeding, huh? Why don't you come to America and join the American Army or the Marines? We like to start wars. Arabs aren't bad people, man. It's just it's a select few that, like how the saying goes, one bad apple ruins the bushel. It's just a couple bad apples ruins that area. Trying to decide what I want to smoke next. I think I'm going to do my knockoff Dunhill with Aura. But you can judge the 99.99% for not standing up to the extremists and telling them to knock it off and cut it out. Like I keep telling you, man, being deployed is not for everybody. Sean can attest to that. Some people can handle it and others just can't. And it's usually the gung ho savvy people like yourself that end up that can't handle it. I'm not trying to be mean or anything, it's just how it usually works out. You're gonna freeze and get your ass killed or injured. Yeah, I know, but like I had a choice because I joined in the time of war. I joined in '06. No, '05. So I knew what I was getting into. And war changes you. Thank you, Texas Senate. Yeah, Nate couldn't have said it better. Yes, he is. Ooh, that sounds yummy. Yusuf will understand because he knows. Funny story. One of my interpreters for my first deployment ended up getting his visa and came to the United States and joined the U.S. Army. Well, just so happened one day he showed up to my unit as a PFC. I was like, "What are you doing here?" He made like he could understand like parts of Pashtun and all the other dialects in Afghanistan. He could read them, so it made reading documents people were bringing in a lot easier. Out of water. Damn. Yes, it does. No, it will never change, Francisco. Huh. Yep, you're right, Nathan. No, I've met wonderful people in Iraq. The civilian population, it was the Al Qaeda insurgents that were coming from outside of Iraq causing the problems. Hamas is and Hezbollah, they don't care. The funny thing is, people don't understand this. There was never, ever, ever in history a country of Palestine at all. So this free Palestine stuff makes no sense. The majority of the population was from Jordan. Yeah, and that wasn't fair to the Iraqi people at all. That it was horrible. There's a difference between warmongering and claiming stuff. When Yosef Arafat was alive, it wasn't nearly as bad as it is now. As a kid, that's what I remember from. Yes, for their holy war, that they did do that, and that's why the Iraqis were getting fed up with us. Yeah, I know. Like I said, the Iraqis are a great people. Nice, loving, caring. It's just the outside insurgents from like Syria, Iran, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Oman. I think that was it. Maybe some Qataris. They wanted to fight us. Yes. But you got to remember, they were, I can't remember how long Saddam was in power for, but they were used to a dictatorship. And the problem with having a democracy or a republic slash democratic government in Iraq is you got three main sects: the Sunnis, the Shiites, and the Kurds. And neither one like each other. I don't know how to answer you, Francisco, on that. I'd say the best thing would have been just take Saddam out of power and left the government intact and let them elect a ruler. That's what we should have done. Hell, they're still fighting to this day. But Europe has different geopolitics going on than the U.S. Pongo, he's on a leash. Pongo, knock it off. Yes, exactly. Pongo, knock it off. Freaking dog. Yes, Nathan is correct. Knock it off. But you also got to remember in Spain that the Muslims did come up into Spain and conquer it and established roots there. So because of that, you're going to have pockets like that. I'll be back, guys. I'm going to grab something to drink real quick out of the fridge. Yeah, all right, I'm back. The mops. Moops. Come here. Come on. What'd you get caught on now? Come on. Go on. Go. Come on. Get out of here. No. 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 I'm sitting here. Yeah, and I recommend Ollipops. Great soda alternative. Yeah, I think that's how you say it. Brain's not working today. Ah. But times are changing, and we've got to acknowledge that. Yeah, I kind of put two and two together. It is short when you look at stuff like the British Empire and how long it ruled. Look at China's, or Japan especially, but their history, that very long periods of time. And that happens. After 800 years, obviously the Spaniards uh, had enough of it and rose up against them and ran them out. That's why it's important not to let forget your history and not erase it. And Nathan is correct. That's awesome, dude. Record it, put it on YouTube, brother. That's how you get noticed. Who knows? You could get picked up one day. It's just taking that step to do that. And that's taking one of the steps to do it. Look at the Roman Empire. The Muslims 800 years is just a tiny blip compared to the Roman Empire. Yes, that's correct, Nathan. fighting is in the Middle East blood. It's been going on for centuries, and it will continue to go on for centuries. There's no stopping it. I don't know off the top of my head. Texas sent. I'm assuming a few thousand years old. Yes, it does keep them from winning. With the power of streams like this and um, chat forums, stuff like that, it allows people that who have the same views but couldn't talk to each other and unite. That's why we're going through this woke BS. Yeah, probably another hour. Okay. Yes. Yes. We'll see. Sorry, wife was talking to me. Um, Depends where you are, I'd have to say. Like in the Pacific Northwest, yeah, it's bad. New York, stuff like that. Yeah, that's the sad thing. Yes. And the reason why, Francisco, we have that right is because our forefathers gave us the right to bear arms against tyranny and gave us the ability to protect ourselves. Why do you think no one's ever decided to invade the United States? Between the military and all the gun toting Americans who are willing to fight for their land and country. Yep. Old Salazar. I don't like the guy at all. But here in America, yep, that is true, Nathan. And now it's probably like 4 or 5 guns behind every blade of grass. Yeah. Sad thing is, we just do it as a setup as a complex ambush and annihilate a unit. Russia will never step foot on U.S. soil. They'll strike us with rockets before they ever step foot on U.S. soil because they know that they wouldn't be able to sustain the fight. Yep. Because they're fighting with old Soviet tactics. Those are obsolete. We have taught Ukraine some, just some, not a lot, American tactics, and it's stalled out the Russian army. Putin's theory behind it is just meat grinder. They've got the population, just send them in, let them die, and just overwhelm with force. But how we train in the American military is totally different. We're better equipped, which we've taught the Ukraine military to be better equipped for different seasons of fighting. You got Russians huddling in foxholes in the winter with summer clothes on. Wagner is, how do I put this? They're mercenaries. They're guns for hire. They have some sort of training, but no, I did not see any Russians in Iraq. Yeah, Blackwater was a contracting company. They're basically mercenaries. No, it does not. After that shit went down in Iraq, the company rebranded itself, and I do not remember what they rebranded to. It's a sweet, grassy taste that I get out of it. I like it. Yes, Nate, that is correct. Yeah, we're one of the highest GDPs to have for military budget. So, Francisco, I don't know if you know this, but in order to attack and be on the offensive, you need 3 times as many soldiers as the defensive have. Just let that sit in. The reason why the U.S. is so successful is we own the night. That is a huge pivotal role. NATO will never go to war. with U.S. The U.S. is the ones who started NATO. And if it wasn't for Trump, the NATO wouldn't be as strong as it is now, because he threatened to pull us out of the treaty because other NATO countries in Europe were not holding up their end of the bargain with military readiness. Well, now they are, because of what Russia's doing. Nobody knows what's going to happen. If Russia does succeed in Ukraine, we don't know if they're going to go for another country or not. That's why That's why NATO had to grab their nuts and buckle down. That's correct. And the U.S. will be like, we're not sending shit over because you guys were unprepared. I don't know. I'm still questioning that one. Something inside me is telling yes, and something's telling me no. If they do it, they're going to have to do it like how the Germans would work with running a blitzkrieg across there and just send wave after wave after wave to mop up. Belarus ain't shit. The U.S. could annihilate their army in an hour. Yeah, I have, but that's why I said they have to run a blitzkrieg, a shock and awe. They would literally just have to catch them with their pants down. My thing is, I think they're more willing to go for Finland or Sweden, Estonia. All really NATO is, yeah. Belarus is just gets on their knees and sucks off Putin basically, and does everything they can to just have Russia in their back pocket, so if something happens, they don't get it destroyed. Germany is starting to build up. The reason why they don't have as good of a military now is because of after World War II, with the Iron Curtain and then U.S. occupation. They really never had to build up their military. Now, what is it, 30, 40, 45 years? Yeah, about 45 years later, they have to. – That's not too late. But spending money on your military is based on your GDP. Every government has a budget. I asked the same question, but the Russian shit's cheaper. That's why. The reason why is because they've never had a major conflict to deal with, and they think the military is a joke. And the older generation has failed to, how do I put this? They failed to show the pride in serving one's country. It's not that easy, brother. Just because you say you can change it and do it better, there's always red tape. Always. And you'll always get snagged up somewhere. And that's also part of the problem is a lot of nations, government officials are old. And there's no youth in there representing the youth. Yep. Exactly. Term limits. And what's kind of ruined that for us is when like people like AOC came in to Congress and spatted her nonsense and made the youth look dumb. That is true. I believe every citizen of their country should serve a minimum of 2 years in the military. Teach them patriotism. Be proud for your country. Yeah, freedom isn't free. It costs. It costs lives. Well, I'm glad you're dead serious about that. Shows your patriotism. I also agree with what Nate said. Well, based on yeah, that's true, Nathan. My yes, we need a new Congress and House, big time, big time. I also believe that a sitting U.S. president cannot be older than 70 years old. So, at maximum, your 66th birthday, you can run for president. And if you don't make it, you can't run anymore. You can only serve to your 70th birthday, and then poof, you're done. So when you become 61 is would be the most ideal age because then you can run, or in 60 because you can run 2 terms before 70. Like how we were talking the other night, Nathan, how they serve every other term. So there's always fresh blood in there. That's because he is not a strong leader, he is a weak leader. So when the U.S. elects weak leaders, everything goes south. When we elect strong leaders who don't play around, that's when the world basically mellows out. Yes. When Trump came into office in 2016, the world chilled out for those 4 years. Now that he's not, Yeah, that was funny. Don't get me started on that. Very embarrassing. Very embarrassing. It, there was no real strategic plan in place. And we basically just tucked tail and ran. Nathan, do you know why that Iraqi threw shoes at him? I do. Yeah, we all do. A lot of people did. But the reason why the Iraqi threw shoes at George W. Bush Jr. was for the simple fact the bottom of your foot is a the bottom of your foot when you show somebody that in the Middle Eastern culture, that is like one of the ultimate insults that you can do. You're saying that you're nobody, you're beneath them, that they can just walk all over you and you can't do anything of that. I think that's the word up for it. I'm not sure. There So Afghanistan is a bunch of tribes, and they all like to self-rule each other themselves. And Karzai was a very corrupt leader, so he tucked tail and ran. And we all knew the day we pulled out of there that the Taliban would come back in. That's why Trump was negotiating to basically try to do not I can't think of the word. A peaceful some with something transition, ease of transition, knowing that the Afghan government that we stood up would collapse immediately, and he was wanting to prevent chaos from happening. Well, that's a bat. I thought that was a piece of dirt on my screen. All right, gentlemen. Been going at this for about 2 hours and 16 minutes now. Wife wants me to come inside. So I'm going to keep my wife happy. So she keeps on letting me do this. So I will see you guys another night. And y'all have a wonderful Sunday evening. And I look forward to talking to y'all again. Peace.